episode 7, Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. You know that. If you're tuning in, if you're watching, that's too sweet. Anyway, I'm trying something a little different. Today, we're going to venture in what I like to call NHL history. Now, NHL history is just me talking about the famous moments, the infamous moments, the points in time that are just memorable for whatever reason in the NHL. And I figure, well, what better way to start off the NHL history than with an event that's coming up fairly soon, or at least the anniversary of it is coming up fairly soon, the Wayne Gretzky Trade. Now, if you follow the parent channel, Trev TV, you'll know that on that hockey playlist, I've already done this video. But that was marking the 30-year anniversary and more or less my biased point of view on it. Today, I figure I'd revisit it and not be as biased about it. Meaning, I'm not going to let personal feelings overshadow the tale I want to tell, or at least venture down history lane, if we want to call it that. But having said all that, here's some background. So the year is 1988. The Oilers have just won their 4th cup in 5 years. Not even 2 hours after that, Gretzky was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, and for the first time in history, you had teams line up on the ice for a group photo. Trust the mind. Not even 2 hours after that, Walter Gretzky, Wayne's dad, had tipped him off that the Oilers were shopping him around. Now, how did Walter come into this info? Well, apparently, according to sources, Walter himself, he was tipped off by Nick Scalabania, who, in your history books, is the original owner of the Indianapolis Racers of the WHA. How he managed to come into that info, I have no idea. But, according to Walter, Wayne was being shopped around to the likes of LA, Detroit, Vancouver, and Toronto. And the reason this was happening, the best player in the league was being shopped around because Pocklington's other ventures, all his other businesses, were starting to lose money. They weren't doing so well. So Pocklington needed money in the worst way. Peter Pocklington, obviously, the original owner of the Edmonton Oilers. And, oh man, it was bad news for him. But anyway, at first, Wayne didn't want to leave Edmonton. But after receiving a call from Bruce McNall and asking for permission to at least discuss a deal, something that could maybe sweeten him to the idea of going to LA, who had finished 20th in a league of 21 teams at the time. Well, we could talk, I guess. Obviously, there was probably a bit of apprehension and all that fun stuff. Wayne said, well, it can't just be me, I need other guys as well. So they laid out a plan. Wayne said, here's what I think you need, here's what I think should happen, yada yada yada. But first, Wayne had to request a trade. Now, that's debatable. Some people say he had to, some people say, well, it really wasn't even an option at that point. He was going no matter what. When Oilers general manager Glenn Sather was told about what was going to happen, he tried to stop the deal as quickly and as effortlessly as possible. But after he found out Wayne was already talking with McNall and talking with Pocklington about the logistics, I guess, of making this deal happen, he kind of changed his mind. But one of the things Sather wanted was Luc Robitaille. Can you imagine if Luc Robitaille went to Edmonton? Ooh. But apparently that was a no-go. There was no way McNall was giving up Robitaille. And rightfully so. The guy's a stud, or at least was a stud. But, they made concessions. They altered things around. And the deal was in place. So this brings us to August 9th. It's my wife's 5th birthday at this time. I'm at my grandma's being babysat because Mom was working at the time. But August 9th, 1988, day that changed the NHL forever. Forever. It went Wayne Gretzky with Mike Krushelnyski, Krushelnyski and Marty McSorley sent to LA for Jimmy Carson, who was swapped out in place of Robitaille, Martin Gélina, $15 million in cash, as well as first-round picks in 1989, which was later traded to New Jersey, who selected Jason Miller, first-round pick in 1991, which became Martin Rucinski, and first-round pick in 1993, which became Nick Stajar. Kind of one-sided when you look at it. I mean, again, best player in the game ever at that time and even now, being traded for prospects, picks, money. But this is what became known as the trade. It riled up Canadians to the point where the New Democrats in the House of Commons demanded the government block it. And Pocklington himself became public enemy number one in Edmonton. And rightfully so. You know, he just ripped out the heart of the Oilers and showed it to the city. Be like, check out what I just did. And yeah, there was no turning back from that one for Pocklington as far as he was concerned. Like, he was just, being an Edmontonian at the time, it was rough for the guy. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, as an owner, I guess you got to do what you got to do, right? Certain moves have to be made, whether you like them or not. You just got to do what you got to do. So as for the long-term effects of this deal, well, the Kings became a playoff contender overnight. You know, they got crowds in, they got celebrities in to the Great Western Forum like that. Season tickets sold out like that. The Oilers, well, they missed the playoffs that year, 88-89, but they won the cup in 89-90 without Gretzky. Gretzky never won a cup anywhere else. But as far as what it did for the league, well, that's opened the door for the Southern Belt. You had expansion come out of that with 2 more teams in California, 2 teams in Florida. You had teams move to Dallas. You had a team move to Raleigh. You had a team move to Phoenix, as well as putting another expansion team in Atlanta, and that worked out so well. But it exposed the game to the Southern Belt like nothing ever could. You know what I mean? They had neutral site exhibition games, and they did well, especially when it was the Kings and Gretzky on the same bill. So it was a good move for the NHL. It was a good move for the Kings. Maybe not such a great move for the Oilers, because, I mean, after that, after their 5th cup win in 7 years, all the other major pieces went out. They wanted out. And the Oilers decided it was time to rebuild, get younger, get faster. And, well, you would almost think they'd been rebuilding ever since. But all in all, that was your day in history. That does it for this episode of Trev's Hockey Show. Let me know what you guys think of this. I mean, if this is a hit with you guys, I enjoy making it myself. But if it's a hit with you guys, let me know in the comments below. I'll make more of these. I mean, I've already got a whole bunch of ideas for other history moments that I would love to go over. But if you guys want to see me do it, I'll do it. If not, then we'll just go from there. But feel free to like this video if you liked it. And if you want to, there's that subscribe button. You know what to do. It'll keep you up to date with all the content I'm putting out. Let's get to that 50 sub mark. Let's get there. I want to get there. No time frame, but I'd love to get to 50 sooner rather than later. That way, from there, we can go to 100, to 1,000. We can just bump it up from there. But either way, you can find Trev's Trade page on Facebook at Trev's Trade page. You can also find the parent channel, Trev TV, on Facebook at Trev's TV. And if you really want to, you can find Trev TV on Instagram at Rockstar Trev TV. So moving forward with the hockey channel, well, I'm still finalizing ideas for September for the division predictions. I'm working on the hockey pool that Melissa and I will be doing. That'll probably be September, October, but in between now and then, yeah, I'll have more stuff coming out. That's between the trade page and the hockey show itself, there'll always be stuff coming out. So either way, be on the lookout for new videos from the Trev. Wrestling show, it's coming. Main channel, something's coming. Not sure when on that one, but something's coming. But either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be on the lookout for more videos from the Trev. Later.